Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Zach and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Zach's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands. The motivation and the training equipment that we're using and all of his commands. Now, Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. Now that leaves the left hand free. If for any reason we need to give a little correction, it's just a little tug and let go on the slip collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. And we have discovered, which I'm sure you already know, that Zach has trust issues. He's a lot more trusting of us now than when he first got here, and it shows in his obedience training. He's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the heel. The command is Zach heel, and at this point, Zach has a job to do. And that is to stay even when you're with your left leg when walking. And each time that you stop your feet, Zach has been taught to sit automatically without being told, to wait for his next command. So this forces him to look to you for approval and guidance, and to trust that you're in charge, and so he doesn't need to be. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. Fred's going to use the open flat of his palm and the one-word firm command to stay. And this is really good for him because it helps to develop self-control and trust and maturity. So lengthen out your sit-stays and practice right in your house. Start out at about 30 seconds, add 5 seconds a day, ending up so that you actually can drop the leash, walk away. When Fred returns back to him, for dogs with trust issues, this is a difficult exercise. He walks all the way around him, ending up all the way back around at heel position where they started. And everything starts and stops with the dog on your left at heel. At that point, he's expecting to get another command. Where's that tail, Zachy? There he goes. Fred's going to leave him in another sit-stay. And the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the recall, or the come on command. And in the beginning, Fred was just telling me that Zach wouldn't come all the way in, that he would come halfway and sit. So this is an accomplishment that he's trusting enough to come all the way in. The command is Zach come. You notice Fred lightens his tone of voice, brings him right in front, and Zach's been taught to sit and wait for his next command, and then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Perfect. And you see that he's looking up at Fred. He's not intimidated by the training. His tail is up and wagging on his heeling. He is so cute. He really is. Fred gives him another sit-stay. And he sits there like a little statue. He looks like a stuffed animal. And then Fred's going to use his name, a happy voice, and call him right in front and have him sit. You always get praised for coming. It's always a good thing. And he goes back to heel and back sitting. Perfect. Now we're going to set up to do our down commands. And believe me, when you're dealing with a dog that has trust issues, the down commands are very difficult because it's putting them into a submissive posture, and sometimes they really fight you. So this is a down from heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And this is a very submissive down where they roll on their back. But that's fine. I think for you, he probably will be a little bit less submissive. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home, start out at 2 minutes, work up to 5 minutes, and I guarantee you by then he'll be asleep. And you can practice right in the comfort of your air-conditioned home. You don't have to make this drudgery. It should be fun. When Fred returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, and he ends up all the way back around where they started, again at heel position. And he gives him that heel command, and they take off again. And we're going to demonstrate that down from a heel for you one more time. So with him seated at your left open palm, straight down toward the ground. The one-word command, I can't even see him. One-word command to down and stay. And Fred can also call him out of this exercise, which should be interesting since he's upside down. There you go. He says, I hate those down commands. It's really warm today, so this is the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you because he's starting to pant and get too warm. Fred's going to leave him in a sit-stay. This is his least favorite command. We'll see how he does. This is your down from a distance. So you leave him in a sit-stay, and you give him the down from the end of the leash. If he doesn't go down, step in. Fred's going to just push on his shoulders to make him do it. And he does know that command and typically does it. He's like, this is enough. Now, so we've demonstrated for you your healing, your automatic sits, your stays, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that we recommend that you practice with Zach when he gets home. You will get a lesson when you come to pick him up. We've really enjoyed having him. And thank you to the Louis family and to Kristen and Zach for choosing us to do Zach's training.